Right, everybody, we thought we'd just come down here and give you an update on the Jack Clarke situation. Sunderland have accepted a bid. I think it's 15. Reports it's 15 with add-ons.
Rising to 20.
Rising to 20, I thought it was something like that. But I've seen others saying it was 20 with 5. But in any way, he's gone down there for a medical today, Stephen.
Yeah, he is. I've been saying even before last season finished, I expected Clarke to leave. Got no bad blood against him. I understand football's a business for footballers. They've got to follow where the money is, and obviously playing at the Premier League is the best league in the world. So I wish him all the best if the deal does get finalised. I've seen a lot of people obviously having a go about this and whinging about that. Do I believe that we're getting the right price? No, I don't. I think if we hung on till the end of the window, there would have been more of a bidding war. And realistically, if you look at some of the people who's left the Championship since last season and the money they've went for, Jack Clarke's worth at least 25, 30 million.
Oh, definitely, mate. You know what my situation is? The fact that he's still under contract, he's 23-year-old, and to be honest, the club have folded on the first,
it's not the first hurdle.
The first hurdle, so a little more or less.
But I just think they've accepted a bid which is lower than what we could have got.
Oh, definitely.
But saying that, we bought him for 700k. So, yes,
good return,
we're getting a good return, but the key thing for this one is how the money's going to be invested that we're getting through this deal. A lot of people are stressing about, Jack Clarke, because it's where our goals come from, in this and the other. But I said loads of times last season, for those of you who were watching us then, there was a lot of times where we were one-tracked, and which is why we went in a bit of a downward slope towards the back of the season, because as soon as we got the ball, give it to Clarke, give it to Clarke, give it to Clarke. Right. I do believe we have other wingers that can fill in the spot. They're not at Jack Clarke's level yet, but you've got the likes of Rooson, you've got Watson, you've got Mundle. If you remember, Mundle was brought in as Jack Clarke's replacement in the first place. We've got Pavida when he's fit. So we do have players that can go in that role.
Right, for me, Stephen, I still think it's... I wish the lad well. Andy has been very professional throughout this, the Cardiff game, the Chef Wade game. He has been a professional. But for me, I think the fee is far too small. I think they should have, like you said, held it out closer to the window. And I still think we should bring an adequate replacement in. Are we going to do that? Who knows? He's carried us for quite a few seasons recently. But you know, it started, for me, this start of this season, I think we've changed our style of play. I didn't think we're all one track Jack Clarke, because like I say, he didn't even get a goal in the 4 goals we scored.
We're definitely not going to be anymore.
Definitely not going to be anymore. But they've still got to get replacements in. There's rumours that we're going to be signing Wilson today, apparently.
Yeah, Wilson apparently is going to get today, and Roko Simic. Both their teams, or their clubs that they're currently at, have all said that both players have travelled to Sunderland to finalise deals and have their medicals. So hopefully more information will come from that before the end of today.
But you know what me and him are like? Until we see that scarf, we'll believe nout.
Exactly.
Absolute nout.
I want to see Lionel Richie, Wilson Isidore,
he looks like
with his lovely tash. But look, we're bringing in strikers. We know that's happening. Like I said, there's still no scarf pick, but we do know what's happening. But for me, we've still got wide players that can fill the gap from Jack Clarke. Like I said, they'll not be at his level.
That's a big shout.
But the more game time, the more they're going to improve. True. Watson looks class. Pavida's, everyone sings his praises if we can keep him fit. Mundle, he's very raw, but I like the look of him. And so, yes, am I gutted Clarke's leaving? 100%.
I've seen a few people say the club are lacking ambition, digging it this way. Look what Ipswich done. The showed ambition. They went out and spent wisely as well, and they did spend big. And they've got into the Premier League, and now they're still spending it. Hoping they can stay in. Because the odds-on favourites to come back down. You know, he could have held off for another club to come in. I heard that Southampton, but they've just went up, so they'll probably be odds-on to come down again.
But at the same time, Ipswich, they've got a hell of a manager in McKenna.
100%.
A brilliant manager. They had a strong squad last season in the Championship, and I think they've brought him well this summer. So
they have.
I think they're going to surprise a few teams in the Premier League.
I hope they've got the day.
And I hope Jack Clarke finishes Premier League top goal scorer, and then someone like Barcelona or Real Madrid buy him for 150 million, and then we get a big chunk of that because we've got a sell-on clause.
But we've got to see what the details of that contract are. Yet didn't know the ins and outs of a fart.
But we've been told there is going to be a sell-on clause.
I hope there's a big one and all.
And apparently the add-ons to boost the price, they're pretty much guaranteed. Apparently,
but appearances and stuff.
But like I say, I wish Jack Clarke all the best. I wish Ipswich the best, to be fair. I'm gutted, but I'm not overall that concerned about it. You know what I mean? Yes, he's been vital to us, but we're not a one-man team. And I think if Clarke's gone, then we've got to prove that. We've got players that can come in. We'll just hope they gel, and we'll hope they come in and hit the ground running.
It's all on the board, like I keep saying, Stephen. It's all on the board if they reinvest this money wisely. Personally, mate, I don't think anyone can jump straight in Jack Clarke's shoes. I know Mundell's a good player, but for me, I prefer to see Mundell coming off the bench, fresh legs, 20 minutes to go, and he can hurt teams. But can he really jump in Jack Clarke's shoes? Nah, I don't think.
No one will be able to straight away. But like I said, we've got a selection of wide players. We've got a selection of wide players who can come in and fill that position.
Yeah.
Can they do it as effectively as Jack Clarke? Probably not at first, but with more game time and more work with the team, who knows? I'm still fairly confident this season with the start we've had. Tomorrow we know it's going to be a tough game. It doesn't look as though Clarke will be in the squad, but we never know. We never know.
Ask me the same question when the window shuts.
Exactly.
Then I'll let you know.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Well, that's about it.
And that is it. Adios, Jack Clarke. Thanks for everything.
Aye.
And all the best.
Yeah, he's been professional. He deserves his chance in the Prem. Make the thumbs up.
And subscribe if you're new.
How are the lads?
How are the lads?